here we have a Masterforce 20-inch Orbital floor fan. These are on sale at Menards this weekend. So with the sale price and then the rebate they have going on, this came in at $48 and change. So this day and age, find a fan like this coming in under 50 bucks, pretty remarkable, because these tend to be really good fans. Very strong fans, very durable, last a long time. I've seen just numerous examples of these out in the wild that had been in service for a long time and obviously neglected the whole time, but they're still running. And this is a fan that I knew I was going to have eventually, but I didn't get in a big hurry about it, mostly because I just didn't really want to have to buy a new one. I see them pop up on Marketplace every once in a while for $10 or $20, but I've either just passed them up or wasn't quick enough to get them. And they don't last very long on there. People scoop them up. People around here know about these fans. They know they're good fans, and this is the time of the year, the summer sale around this time. This is when these things really fly off the shelves. There's only 2 of them left. There's only 2 of these left when I found this one. They still had quite a few of the regular, like tilting, the standard floor fans. They still had quite a few of those, but the Orbital variety, they only had 2 left. And the weird thing about this was this one was $2 cheaper than the standard floor fan, which is weird because it has the same fan head, same motor, blade, guard, and everything. And this one actually has an extra feature on it in that it's an Orbital fan. So the fan head is mounted in this ring, so it has like the normal pivot points where you can tilt the fan, but then it has another pivot point here which allows you to turn it side to side also. So I'm not really sure why this would be actually cheaper than the standard fan, but pretty cool. I mean, it seemed a little gimmicky to me at first, but having it here in front of me and just having hands on this thing and kind of just seeing how it works, I can definitely see some practical purposes for the Orbital function of it. And I guess the idea is just to point the fan at whatever weird angle you want to point it at. So this would make a great wall mount fan too. If you were to mount this on a wall somewhere, you could just point this thing wherever you wanted to, you know, in ways that you can't do with the standard tilting fan. So I think this would work particularly well as a wall mount fan, more so than a floor fan, but it would work great as a floor fan also. Let's flip it around. I have test ran this fan and thoroughly impressed with it. If any of you guys have Max Air fans, you're probably familiar with this speed selector switch. Not the drum fans though, the high velocity fans. This would be the same motor and switch combo that you see on the Max Air high velocity fans. I think it's a different company that makes the motors for the drum fans though. Here's a grounded cord. It's a 6-foot cord, I believe. Pretty standard. Go ahead and get this thing plugged in. All right, flip it around, and here is the box. Haven't really shown anything on the box. Orbital fan. So they define it as being multi-directional rotation. Can be positioned to accommodate any angle. That's the idea. Yeah, I thought that was a little gimmicky at first, but as I said, having it here in front of me, I can actually see a lot of different uses for that function. And what would it be? What would a good box be without features? 4,600 CFM, max airflow capacity. I believe it. These are very strong fans. Heavy duty motor with 3-speed rotary switch. I looked at these on the website, and I want to say that the website describes this as being a ball bearing motor, which, I mean, I don't know. The spin down time isn't like what you would see with like one of the Air King fans that, you know, has a ball bearing motor, but this looks like housing for a ball bearing to me. And being a ball bearing doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to have a crazy spin down time. So I don't know. I won't know for sure until I split that motor and get in there and look at it. But that's not going to be for a while. Checking out the windings. Got some pretty large vents in the front of this motor here. That's cool. Back to the box. Adjustable tilt, rotating fan cage for precise air movement. Tilt stand, carrying handle, rubber floor guards, protect your floor. Built-in cord wrap, 6.5 foot power cord. I don't know why they would really list the 6.5 foot power cord as a feature. I mean, you don't really get bragging rights on a 6 foot cord, but okay. I have instructions also. These are pretty standard. It's just one sheet of paper. "20-inch high viscosities, 360 orbiting floor fan. Model number." Kind of a nice drawing there. I did have to assemble the stand. Just that bottom piece there, as it's showing, it just snaps into place with the little spring pin thing. No tools required or anything like that. And then on the back, they give you warranty information with the phone number to call in case the fan explodes or flies away or anything. And they give an exploded view of the fan with the parts list. 3-year limited warranty. It's not terrible. So we're all plugged in, ready to go. I'll move this box out of the way. Things are gonna go flying in here. I get the feeling. I just want to spin this thing around a little bit. I don't think I really demonstrated fully. So it's plugged in now. So I can't go crazy with it. And the only, I guess, bad thing is you gotta kind of watch on this is the power cord. If this is plugged in, I mean, it'll spin around. I gotta tighten this thing down. That should give me the clearance to go all the way around. But as you can see, it's pulling the power cord through the stand. So you can't, it's not like you can just spin it round and round. You can spin it 360, but don't go any farther than that, because then your power cord's getting bunched up in there, and that's not good. And then it does the same thing if you spin it 360 this way. You can see it's pulling the cord through. It'll go 360 without an issue, and you're fine. It does pull the cord through a little bit, and it's still okay, but you know, keep it at 360. No more than that. So that's the only caveat, I think. The only thing that you really gotta pay attention to when you're spinning this thing around is that your power cord's not getting bunched up and they're bound up in the frame at all. You don't want to cut into your power cord. So we will angle this back and kind of turn it this way so we're out of the wind stream, and then it's going to start on the high speed, but I'm going to go to the low speed first. So here is low. And the low speed is actually pretty mellow on this compared to some of these fans that I've seen. The low speed tends to be really intense. This seems relatively mellow, but still just pumps out a ton of air. And we just blew the owner's manual across the room, which is fine. On speed 2 now. Very strong. Pretty good balance too, I think. There's not a lot of vibration. And usually this cabinet here, this cabinet lid would be rattling. You'd hear a bunch of noise coming out of it if the blade was out of balance. Very intense air movement. Yeah, for $48 and change, I am thoroughly impressed with this fan. This thing is just awesome. It's got the usual funny sticker on it that they put on all these things. Awesome. Such a cool fan. In a way, they're economy fans. Like there are definitely some cost cutting measures going on with these, but they offer these in so many different varieties. There's the standard normal tilting fan, and then the Orbital fan. They also make a shroud fan. And the shroud fan was like $89.99. So it's kind of weird how the prices are with these. You've got this one being $2 cheaper than the standard fan, but then the shroud fan, which just has it's like this, but it has like a 3-inch metal band around it, and the CFM rating is a little bit higher. But that thing was like $89.99. So, well, I think that one was a variable speed, DC variable speed fan too. So I guess maybe that's where all the money goes. I just realized we never looked at the sticker on this. So I'll flip it around. Here is the back view of the motor and the sticker info. Orient Industries. They make the motor and switch combo for the Masterforce fans and the Max Air high velocity fans. Also, probably some other brands as well. There's a model number, input power, output power. Date code is April 22. And there's another Orient Industries motor model. Information. Yeah. I don't think there was really a startup sound on this. I'll try with the low speed. If you can't hear it on the low speed, probably not going to hear it on anything else. Nice fan, pretty stoked. I've got the 9-inch, the 14, and now the 20. Happy Father's Day, me. Thanks for watching.